Airmail has custom actions, which if you're familiar with Workflow, Automator, or Keyboard Maestro, are very similar. You can add custom actions to Airmail in the settings under custom actions, and these can do all sorts of things. You can give it a name, and then you can choose various different actions to do. I'm going to show you how I've created 2 of my favorite actions so that I can automate some of the things that happen in my email. First one is travel notifications. So anything that I get that's a reservation for travel, I always start by forwarding it to TripIt, and that is plans@tripit.com is their email address. And they put together an automatic itinerary for me with everything formatted nicely. You can choose here with the formatting, reply, and reply all options if you want the composer to be interactive or not. I just want to forward that email. I don't care about editing it. It's an automated service. The next thing that I would do is I would add a special label. I've got a travel label here. And then the final thing I do here is to archive the message. Now, this allows me to automatically have most things that I need done for me when I am planning a holiday or a trip of some kind, so that then as soon as I get an email reservation or a bus ticket, I can send it straight off. The next one is waiting on. Now, whenever I have something that I'm waiting on, so somebody writes back to me and says, yes, I'll get that back to you next week. Will they? That's a good question. Well, the first thing I do is I send it to OmniFocus, and then I simply snooze it. And I will snooze it until next week usually. And this just helps me get that email out of my inbox, but it allows me to put these things into my system where I can track them. And it does pop it back up in my inbox because that is an extra nudge for me. Where is this email back? Ah, yes, because I need to do something. Now, you can execute these actions on an email. As you can see under the 3 points in the top right hand corner, we have the different actions that you can do. I've hidden most of the actions here because I don't need them most of the time. So let's start with the travel plans. What it does is you can see it's literally just doing things for me, and it's moved that email out of my inbox. It's all done. Now, TripIt does send me an automatic reply. I usually have filters get rid of that for me if it's been successfully added. Now the next one, the waiting on, here we go. So you can see it's just arrived. The next one is waiting on. So if I tap waiting on for an email, it moves out of my inbox for me, and then it opens OmniFocus. Now the great thing about this here is that in the note, I've got a link back to that message in Airmail, so that at any point I can tap on that and go back to that message, and it will open it wherever it is. If it's archived, if it's put in a folder, labeled, snoozed, it doesn't matter.